Are the Knicks finally ready to become a championship level team again?
Why can't you just
There we go. There we go. I don't like put some more bass in your voice, Josiah.
deep playoff team?
Yeah, like
you just go like this, just
boom,
just right out the gate, just from
contender, champion, whatever, championship level. There's a level they don't got to win it.
Eastern Conference
They at that level.
Threat, man.
It's not even so much for this season, but looking ahead to next season as well. If they have that flexibility, try to make the move for a big superstar.
No. This is a real step. This is a real positive step, in the organization, because these are moves that when they did have talent, they didn't know how to offset it and bring in real extra team players. So right now they have like really, really good talent, right? Where they can, with Bucks doing what they're doing, because they got Doc. So,
what that mean?
We got Doc. So therefore,
we got Pat Bev. We got Pat Bev.
I know, but you still got Doc.
Oh, Brandon Jennings is a Bucks fan. That's crazy because he got drafted by them.
You still got Doc. That's just
you calling him Doc though, Glenn. That's a step in the right direction.
So what ends up happening is if you face them in the playoffs, your chance and heightens with all the extra scoring you got because he don't know how to guard that shit. Doc can't guard that.
Listen. I know that move they just made, but this year they're gonna have to make another move to try to beat the Bucks. The Knicks.
No.
If we see the Knicks,
you think the Knicks beat the Bucks?
The Knicks can't beat the
what?
Bucks.
Beat the Bucks now.
No, they cannot.
As long as Giannis is healthy and Dame is healthy,
Steve, relax. Steve, you got a Kobe shirt on. Relax.
You just added 30 points on your defense. They have a defensive team. You just added 30 extra points that you can try to mix into your lineup going against a coach who destroyed his offense and still can't play defense.
There's no way in hell the Knicks are beating the Bucks if we play right now.
Oh, there we go. Love it. See? I love it. Now they ask the right question. See what you get? There you go, Josiah. Those right questions, they get the guys going. And that's when they start to sound stupid. There's no way they beat the Bucks. Brandon Jenner, have you watched the Bucks this season? Are you insane? You crazy? Zero defense. That's championship level of defense. How are they going to win? They're not right within. How? You excited about Patrick Beverley? And look, Gilbert is right. We added 30 points to the bench. Now, granted, you can't just say it like that because how much did Quentin Grimes average? 12? Quentin Grimes stats, right? Quentin Grimes averaged he averaged 7. He averaged 7 for his career, and he averaged 7 for this season. Oh man. And of course, 15 points a game from IQ. So that's 15 plus the 7. 15 points a game from Manuel Quickly, 7 points from Grimes. So that's 22 points. Bogdanovich averages 20, if I'm not mistaken. Bohan averages 20 for his career, and for the season, he averaged 20. Right? So that's 5 more points than Emmanuel Quickly. And who's the other guy I'm thinking of? Man, Bogdanovich and Alec Burks. Alec Burks, he was averaging 12, I think it was. Yeah, 12.6. So that's 12 plus the 20. That's 32 points versus the 23 that left with Grimes and IQ off the bench. And sometimes Grimes would start. We were bugging. And of course, RJ Barry averaged 20. If we want to, include that. RJ Barry averaged 20 a game, 18 a game for his career, let's say. So that's 18 from him. And Anunoby averaged 15 for his career, and with us, he was averaging 15. So that's about 3 points less with OG as well. But think about it, OG, on the defensive end, that's where he makes up for everything. defensively is a total upgrade with this team now. And it's also just the bolstering of I don't say the confidence, the momentum, everything of the balance in the lineup. Because now with OG to go into the lineup and everyone just feel like they're in place now, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, OG comes in there, he averages his normal 15 points a game, but he opens the floor up for Brunson, gets him easier baskets. You know what I want to look up also in a second? How many offensive rebounds we're getting a game now? Because do we need more offensive rebounds if we're making more shots? If our offense is better, why would we need, more offensive rebounds, right? And I want to say without looking, our defensive rebounding ticked up a little bit since Anunoby was there, and our offensive rebounding dropped. Because when you're that more efficient on offense, the possessions can be the same. But now all of a sudden we close out more defensive possessions and we close out more offensive possessions because they're more efficient, which makes us more lethal. I think the better I get to speak and slow down, I might sound more like a genius. Let's finish this up.
No chance. Giannis and Dame, no chance.
Can we just savor this moment though? Gil actually being supportive of the Knicks.
What I'm saying is one Doc don't know his team. He don't know he don't know his players like that. So he's not going to put them in the best situation to be successful. He don't know what schemes are run defensively, offensively. Like he just out there just chilling.
Do we gotta wait till May? Got Giannis though?
Yeah.
To beat the Knicks?
Yeah.
Bro, they'll be by May.
Listen,
by
if
May.
They play Miami first round. If Miami,
Miami's different though.
Yeah,
Miami's different though. Miami can be anybody, just about.
Now Miami could be everybody. Let's take a chill pill. Jimmy Butler's starting to turn up. It's February now, right? Jaime is out there doing this thing. Let's not act like the Heat weren't on the brink in both of those playoff series. They were on the brink the entire season. They just made the playoffs with the play-in. If there was no such thing as a play-in, they wouldn't have made the playoffs, right? We had injuries and we improved. Jaime's in there. They improved as well. I think we're dead even with the Miami Heat as far as culture, all that stuff. And even with the Celtics. It's the Celtics, the Heat are a wild card, just like the Knicks are as much of a wild card as well. I respect them with that. But what does that have to do with the Bucks?
Because of defense.
This current Heat squad.
If they healthy, they can beat just about anybody. Who going out Coach Spo?
See, that's
And Jimmy is a top 5 type player in the playoffs now.
For sure.
Top 5. Top 5 is a little crazy. Top 5 scorer? Super playoff Jimmy. Okay. But what does this have to do with the Bucks? All you have is the Heat. I'll give you the Heat and I'll give you the Celtics. Who else is competing with the Knicks right now?
For sure.
Playoff Jimmy is real deal. Like
I mean,
Giannis got hurt last year.
Knicks, I mean, you're gonna have listen.
I know that's a sore subject, B. I'm sorry about that.
The three playoff players, if that series happens, it would be Giannis, Brunson, Dame, right? And we don't even know which order, but it'd be them three. Brunson's gonna carry.
I'm saying, but who's the best players though? In order, Giannis and Dame, and then it would be Brunson as the best player.
Dame Lillard. What's this guy? I think he's a former Miami. Isn't that Norris Cole or something like that? Who's in the chat, man? Don't do the hate. Be honest. You be honest. You be honest. Cavs gonna have it bad for us. No, they better have it bad for us. What are you talking about? If we're healthy, the Cavs are done again. They're out of here. Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell don't fit. Darius Garland's gonna come back and they got to deal with that. They better prepare for that first. That's what we've seen us at our best. The Cavs, they had a nice run in January, just like we did. But they didn't have this. Chill out, Skilo. Coaching and preparation is more important than what? Regular season stats don't really matter in the playoffs. Can't say that. It's indicative, bro. If there's an indication, like with Julius Randle, we go, okay, what the hell is that in the playoffs, Julius? What are you doing? If in the regular season you do this, we look at the playoffs and you do that. Don't tell me that regular season stats don't matter when we're expecting Julius Randle to perform at a certain level because of what he's done in the regular season. There is no expectation if he fails in the playoffs all of a sudden, right? There's no failure in the playoffs if the expectations aren't created in the regular season. Skilo, you guys pick and choose when you want to use your little convictions. Either way, the Bucks are not in this conversation. Nobody's scared of the Bucks. The Bucks aren't scared of the Bucks. They know it's Doc Rivers on the sideline. Philly's out of there. You cannot. If Embiid goes out there and thinks he's Willis Reed, he might sue Daryl Morey and the 76ers. The whole NBA might sue them for that. Right? You have Draymond coming out of his face as usual. Don't you see the rules? Oh my God, the rule changes caused Embiid his kneecap. No, Draymond. Right? Who else is formidable? The Heat are a wild card. I can concede that. And the Celtics, of course. And we can compete with the Celtics. That's all I'm saying. Because if those are the three teams in the East, and we're thinking that the Eastern Conference is our cap, of course, if you get a superstar, it puts you over to another level or another two levels, which is competing with anybody out there. Who wouldn't concede that? But the point is competing for a championship. If there's injuries out there, if that's what you prepare for, is anything you can control. And as far as the Knicks' destiny that they can control, come on, man. Well, these guys are out there. It's tough when you got a guy like OG Anunoby. He can X out Tatum and Jimmy Butler. What the hell is Jimmy Butler think he's going to do with OG on him? Skilo, let's get it together, my brother.
Players in the series.
Yes.
Two was on one team.
Yeah, two is on one team, so they might cancel each other out, and Brunson's going to be sitting there averaging about 32.
Nah.
In the play, do you know what he averaged last year?
Brunson ain't getting off on Pat Bev like that.
What? So if
In the
Pat
playoffs?
Bev, so that means where Dame at?
Huh?
So we're
Pat Bev?
Dame at then. If Pat Bev is in trying to start Brunson, where is Dame?
Dame can't.
Whoever.
You're going to start Patrick Beverly. Your answer to the Knicks or anybody out there is Patrick Beverly and Dame Lillard in the backcourt? Come on, no disrespect, Pat. You like 40 years old, brother.
Whoever at the
Dame could put 30.
No, whoever at the
But
two.
that means they ain't gonna be 3 if Pat Bev is in the game. See that? See?
Dame's matchup can't outscore him. Neither can Giannis.
Malik Beasley.
Oh, Brunson gonna outscore him.
Brunson gonna outscore.
Outscore Dame Lillard.
Dame?
Yeah.
What's going on, Gil? What's going on?
You're right.
What's going on?
Dame, you all right?
This ain't Dame. This ain't Dame in Portland. This is Dame passing the ball to Giannis the whole time. And Giannis
He's
coming
still
down
averaging
doing
20,
24.
24.
Yeah.
It's gonna go up.
And Brunson's gonna go up. Y'all don't see what Brunson been doing in the playoffs?
Nah, Brunson's.
Oh, shh. We might need to rename this Gilbert Arenas loves the Knicks. It's going to go up in the playoffs. Playoffs?
No, for sure. But
Dame,
Dame,
you know, Dame take his level up a notch.
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
I know, but that was over there.
So Brunson averaged 28 in playoffs last season. Gil, I just want to take a moment.
Malik Beasley.
Knicks fans, if
he
you were
averaged
watching, I know
30.
you have some opinions about Gilbert and his opinions on your team, but really savor this moment. We don't know how long
I
it's
never
gonna
said
last.
Brunson was trash. I just said if he's
not a
my
number one
number,
option.
if he's my number.
No, you said forget about whether he's your number 2, number 1. I'm over with that one. Gilbert, what you said was Jalen Green is a superstar. That's what you said. Horrible take. That was your comparison when you said we don't have any superstars and we need to look for one. And your radar scanned the NBA surfaces to scour Jalen Green. Come on, Gilbert. So for the first time, Gilbert Arenas sounds accurate. It was fair, not because he was siding with us, but because he's saying, bro, the Bucks are bad. Like, look at, all right, forget about how good you think the Knicks are. If you think they're formidable, now look at the opponents, the Bucks. Doc Rivers. Dame, this ain't Dame from 5 years ago. Who's gonna help him out? Who's his Klay Thompson? Patrick Beverly? That's all he's saying. And nobody's saying that Giannis overrated on defense. I'm a Giannis guy. Overrated on defense. Brook Lopez. These are two guys constantly in the defensive player of the year categories, and they're not defensive player of the years whatsoever. Looks like they needed a lot of help from Drew Holiday, which is insane. Point of attack means way more this era than ever before.